Hello guys, this is Joyce, and it looks like my camera is down to 1 bar, so I need to make this quick. I'm here with a new Saturday morning challenge of friends, and our challenge, that's Shantae and our challenge this week was to make 3 sets of embellishments. Actually 3 in each set, so we had to make 9 pieces that would embellish something else. Whatever we chose, that was fine. So let me tell you what I used for this. I pulled out a lot of things that I have not used before. I used one of these blings. I only used one, but I used some out of that, which is just from my stash. I used a butterfly from this s.m.c.o.f set, and these are butterflies that you can ink them. They're like have a resist on them, so I'll show you that in a minute. But anyway, I think they're old because it didn't do, but you can spray all these things, and I've got paper like that too, and then you wipe it off before you dry, and before it dries, and I think that was what I didn't do. But anyway, I used a butterfly. I used one of these little sentiment chipboard pieces. I used almost a pack of flowers. Yes, I did. I only got 7 left, and it was a full pack. I used this die, this 4 die piece. This is one I've never used before, and I think I actually ordered these from Spellbinders when they had a sale last year. Never used it, but anyway, I used this one here. So then I used paper from this Craft Perfect Blue Moon pack. Love the colors, love the stuff. So I used that. I gotta put all this stuff up. This is some pieces. This is Pink Paisley Artesian Elements. I thought these were cloth, but they're actually kind of like a rubber. And so as you can see, I used a piece. I cut that piece off, but I actually inked it. 1 piece. Been in my stash forever, guys. I used a small piece of this bling. Been in my stash. Bought it that Tuesday morning, and when I got it, it had like 4 or 5 packs of these together, and that's how they were selling it. So I had that. I actually pulled out some of my brads from my purple container that I had showed in one of my stash that doesn't get used, and I used one of the red brads. Okay, I pulled out some dies that these actually came from that place that we can't name, and I used the bows. I don't know how I ended up with 2 bows, but I must have ordered it twice, which is fine because I was able to cut at one time. So I used the bows. I used some of these hearts, which they are almost gone. I've had these decorative frames. This thing says 415 from 2015, so that's 5 years. It has been in my stash. I have 2 of these. So this is the first time I've actually used one. I've pulled them out a couple of times, but I actually used the round one. Project Life. Why did I buy all those Project Life kits? I pulled out a Project Life kit, and I used some of the chipboard embellishments from here. And this one is called, I've had it forever. Probably bought it on clearance somewhere when they were clearancing them out in Michael's or something. But as you can see what the back looks like. So I used that. And I think that's, oh, I pulled that out. That needs to go back. But I used a piece of a napkin. Okay, guys, that is it. I had pulled out some other things, but tried to use them, and they didn't work for me. So, anyway, so guys, this is my little tray of embellishments. The first ones that I made were these. And as you can see, oh, I know what I showed you from my last stash that doesn't get used, I pulled out my little sticker book that I had done, and I used 2 stickers out of here. I pulled a piece from here and I pulled a piece from there. Okay, so I need a plug because you are dying. Crap. Sorry guys, I am okay, I'm trying to get it plugged in so I can plug the camera up before it dies, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. So yeah guys, I only had 1 bar, and I know, just go on and play. It's telling me that's not the right adapter, and I don't know where the right one is right now, and it needs to keep working. Okay, so anyway, and I use Martha Stewart. You can tell I've had this forever. The cream is fading or changing, and I did use We Are Memory Keepers circle dies. So yeah, and like I said, some of those stickers. So guys, the first ones that I made was this one. That is that Spellbinders die. I cut 2 pieces and layered it. And if you look here, that's where I used I didn't mean to cover up my napkin totally. And then those are the flowers. And then I'd actually used one of my leaves that I made not too long ago and layered the flowers on top of there. So that is the first one, and it just says find joy in your art. So that's the first one. And then the second one, I used those circle dies and I cut circles, and then I took and cut one. I did 2 layers, and then I cut 1 circle, in half and layered it on there. And I used another piece of that napkin right there. And then this is the other sticker that I used, and it just says take in love, send out beauty. And then more of the flowers, and then that's the butterfly that I colored with I didn't use my Copics. I used this marker that I bought at Expo last year because I wanted to see it. It is a Spectrum Noir. So, and I should have wiped some of that off before it dried, but I like how my butterfly turned out. And then those flowers. And on the back, it's nothing, but I did do 3 layers of the circle. And then I did one more. That little piece that I told you was a rubber piece. That is actually rubber. I colored it and layered it. And this is the smaller circle from the one I just showed you. And this chipboard piece came from that pack that I showed you, and it just says be here now. And I kind of take that to mean be in the moment. You know, don't be looking about what you got to do down the road. Just enjoy the moment that you're in. So that's what I'm taking it to mean. It could mean something totally different, but so that's my 3rd one for the blue set. So those are my 3 for the blues. And then the Project Life cards, embellishments that I use, I really like this. So I used 2 of the chipboard pieces that came out of the Project Life, and I layered them. And then it just says love is patient, love is kind, and it has a heart. And then, I'm sorry, I took that frame and it fit right over the smaller circle. So I could use that on a scrapbook cover or whatever. I really like that. So I like how that one, so that's the first one for black and gold. And then I took more of those chipboard pieces. This one has more of the gold in it, and it just says be fearless. And I just layered and I used some foam tape, and I just took, they had a piece of half an arrow, that little bitty piece of arrow, and I just thought that would be cute coming out. And it just says be fearless, and I just layered all the pieces together. So that's 2 for that one. And then here is the third one. And all these pieces came from the Project Life because they come with a lot of chipboard pieces. So it had the hearts and what have you. And this is the brad, which I used some dots. I used some Zots. This, but it's not sticking down, so I'm going to have to figure that out because it's just coming up. I may have used too much because when I cut the prongs off of the brad, it kind of just, but I'm not going to take it off now. And so these are the gold hearts, and I layered up 4 or 5 just to bring them up some. And then the arrow has a piece of foam tape, and then I just layered on that love. So if you got love, you got lots of hearts. So that is the third one for the black and gold. Okay. I don't know why this challenge had me really like, oh God, what am I going to do? But for my third set, I used those bows, and I just made me some double bows. And so I did 4 of them, just because they are so simple. But you know what? I love bows. I don't use them anywhere near enough. And this piece of paper, I'm not sure where it comes from, but I really want to find some more of it. I have got to bring my camera back some because I'm leaning forward. But I love this double bow. But I love the paper. And the paper, I'm using the last little, that was the last little piece. This is all I've got left of it. And I kind of keep scraps and stuff, bigger pieces of scrap on my desk, so that when I'm working, I can kind of just pull from them. So I did 4 of the bows since I had 2. And then there was still quite a bit of, so I'm going to consider this my third set because they're bows, okay? And we're going to throw in these butterflies because I used that Martha Stewart butterfly punch, because there was bits of paper that was still usable. So I made all these butterflies, and I'm going to leave them in this plate on my desk so that I can actually find some projects to use them for. So I did about 10 butterflies. And guys, those are my embellishments. You know, when I got to the third set, it was just like, Lord, what am I going to do? But I could use some bows. I have some, and of course I don't use them. But I'm going to be doing a rack or something really soon. So anyway, those are my embellishments. I do like how they turned out. And this is something I really want to play around with because it was a true struggle. Honestly, I'm just telling you, I struggled with this. But yeah, guys, that is my, oh God, those are my, I'm sorry, I'm just going blank here. Those are my embellishments for this week's Saturday morning challenge of friends, and I need you to go by and check out Shantae. Oh my God, this got to be 13 minutes. I really needed to be shorter, but it is what it is. So you may want to jump forward, and I'm going to put it in the box at front that, hey, it got long. Skip through, see what you need to see. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to go by and check Shantae out, because I know she came up with something really fabulous. And we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.